Why are you peeping? Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're not, then welcome back, girl. I'm starting to think that these intros are becoming unnecessary. What do you guys think? If someone clicks on the video, then they're here for the vibes, and let's just get straight into the vibes, right? So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different in that this is not my technique. This is the trending painted by Esther. She's a MUA. She's like a celebrity MUA. She's done people like Cassie, Doja Cat. No, sorry, why am I saying Doja Cat? I'm not saying Doja. Maybe she has. I haven't seen that. But she's done Sweetie. She's done Doechii. She's done Naomi Campbell, Olandria a few times, Kelly Rowland, Tyler, and the list goes on. So she is quite popular on TikTok, and the look is really nice. It's very blush, bright blush, but very soft, dewy skin, like neutral eyes for the most part. It's just like elevated beauty, like your face, but better. Not too much drama or like harsh lines or anything like that. I'm going to show you. This is, yeah, this is what we're going for. Love this. Her model is also gorgeous. Yeah, so this is painted by Esther. So check her out. Someone said she needs to start putting a book together so that in the next 20 to 30 years, they can do the research and find her work. So yeah, so let's do my vision of what she did to get this look. So I'm going to be using the video, but she doesn't go into too much detail. Obviously, this is like trade secrets type things because this is her craft. But she starts off by just like moisturizing the lips, priming the skin, prepping the brows. So we're gonna start off with that. Okay, so I just sprayed down my face with a little bit of rose water just to refresh it. Um, yeah, it feels really good to just spray water on your face. And I'm gonna use some of my Tree Hut Shea Butter lip balm. It's on its way out. It's on its way to the upper room, for sure. This is just to keep my lips nice and moist. Next, because she uses a brush, I'm gonna use a brush. It's not the cleanest brush, but whatever. I'm gonna use this and I'm going to be applying some of my NYX The Face Glow. Yes, it broke, I don't know how. Yeah. And I think this is a good hack, namely because when you're applying primer, you don't wanna rub it into the skin too much. You want it to be on the surface of the skin and allow it to get tacky so that it really holds on to the product that you apply. So just like going once over it with a brush might just be the perfect hack. Now I'm gonna be using my KC Collection brow pencil. This is a dual end pencil with a brown pencil on one side and a spoolie brush on the other. So as you can see, I have pretty full brows. I'm just gonna fill in the bottom here. And then spoolie it up. Okay, so next up, she's doing concealer. She's not doing concealer yet. Yeah, so I think she's doing foundation at this step. It also looks like she did contour and she did concealer. Now, I don't normally do concealer in that style, but I'm going to be doing it for the sake of this video. So let's go in firstly with my L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I'm going to use the same brush that I used for. Why do foundation bottles always have to get so stank? So stank. I'm going to be using 2 pumps. When you have the right foundation, you don't have to do a lot of work. If you're blending for your life, then that's a sign that your foundation is either too light, too dark. It's not the right formula. Look at this. And just like that, I'm done. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going in with some contour. I actually have two options when it comes to contour, but this one is really close to my skin. Yeah, you can see it's actually even looking lighter than me right now, so I'm not going to use that. I have this locally sourced one from Arista. I'm going to use this weird brush and get in to the corners, the divots of my face. I'm using contour or bronzer on the forehead, contour specifically. People use bronzer. I don't know. I think it depends on your skin tone, but it definitely softens up the makeup look because it adds that dimension and warmth back to your forehead. I love using it there. Next up, I'm going to be using my concealer. And as you can see, she did quite a lot of concealer. She did it a lot under the eyes, over the lip, under the chin. And she did do another concealer on the middle of her forehead, a little bit lower down, but it was a little bit darker. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. So first of all, I'm using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Toast. I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Fawn. And it's almost done. All right. Let me go wet my beauty sponge. I'll be back. Okay, so you want to look very quickly. And you have to look upward when you're blending your concealer. Okay, now I have to run to set the under eyes and then I'll blend in some more. Okay, so now that I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if she's using like a liquid contour or bronzer on top of that. So I'm gonna set my under eye because I'm using some powder, some liquid. It looks to me like she's using more liquid products. I don't want the under eye to start to crumble or to cake up. So I'm gonna be doing that quickly and then I'll come back and do the rest. Okay, so to set the under eye, I'm using this banana colored powder from Arista. And again, you wanna look up. Okay, I'm leaving it just like that for now. And then I'm going back over my forehead with the contour. And now I'm going in with some blush as well. So I'm going to bring back the contour to warm up the forehead some more. And then we'll move on from there. So I'm using a small fluffy brush this time. This is the foundation brush. I'm just using to try to blend it in. Yeah, okay. Now I think I can move on to the blush segment. And let's look at what type of blush she used. Okay, so she came more to the front. Oh, she also went over the eye with something that looks like, is that bronzer? Is that contour? I think it's more of a reddish tone. I'll leave that for now because I don't have, this person's a different complexion from me, so I'm going to have to try to finesse it with one of my eyeshadow powders. So I'm going to go in now with some blush that gives that same kind of pinky payoff, and I'll be using the Lovecraft Beauty. This is a really pretty bright pink. Normally I use a big fluffy, ow, I just stabbed myself with these. Don't be like me. Face them down. Yeah. Normally I use this big fluffy brush for like nice displacement of my foundation to the sides like that, but I'm gonna be putting it more to the front, so I'm gonna use a smaller brush today and come very close to the under eye. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing people, it's looking as though there's no differentiation between the under eye and the placement of the brush. So why are you peeping? All right, so it also looks as though she cut the contour by setting underneath it. What brush do I use for that? So I'm going to use this. This is a concealer brush, but not a concealer brush, a foundation brush, but I think it'll do the job. All right, I think I'm basically at the same pace and stage as the model is right now. I'm just gonna go over my eyelids with something that is a little bit more bronzy than my skin tone. So give me a second, let me try to figure that out. Mm, I think maybe this one is doing it the best. So I'm just gonna go over my lids with some primer to help stick the pigment to stick on my eyes, and again I'm just gonna lightly brush that on with an eyeshadow brush. Okay, that looks cool. Now let me go in. So this is a very cheap makeup palette that I've been having for like a million years. This is the color Chai from the Espresso Yourself from Beauty Treats. I'm just gonna go all over the lid with that. And I'm using more of a pressing motion than sweeping because I really want the pigment to pay off. All right, I think this is pretty similar. Let me just check how the blush is looking in comparison. I think my forehead could be a little bit more bronzed, so I'm going to be using my NYX bronzer. Now, it's supposed, yeah, this is what it looks like in the pan and on my skin. I'm just going to use a clean brush so you can see the effect. I'm going to be using this. I know it's not for this purpose, but just to give some warmth. One thing about um, these NYX buttermilk blushes and bronzers, they smell absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's more like it. I would say this is giving the same vibe. All right, so let's continue on. Okay, it looks like she went a shade deeper in the crease, and then she's going over the inner portion of the lid with a more shimmery color. So let's do that. I'll just use this palette. I'm gonna go in with Mocha Kiss, and I'm going to go into the crease. So that's right on top here. And I make a bit of a wing. No, you could talk and I say, yeah. Or I walk outside, but it's outside. Oh my God. You put your face in it. It had a time I come back and me do I do in a whole get ready with me cream and a piece of and thing. That was real funny. Okay, so for the rest of the face, she did not show what she was doing, so I'm just gonna go and do my own routine. Yeah. Cause she have a very nice, like pinky pout. I don't think I have a pink like that, but I'll see what I could do. I don't know. I find like it just feels so good when you put it away. But then sometimes the putting away just takes so much time. So like
real fast now.
True.
Yeah.
All right, well then do the damn thing. Do the damn drive to work early. So when you can't take it 15 minutes before you go into class and fix up your face. You know what's got me real vexed? When I out and about looking like a bum, I know I'm looking like a bum, but then I see myself looking like a bum.
Yeah.
Take me now, Shova. He charm. He just took away the dog. He can take. Oh my god. They had a time into Napuna. When I see myself,
Listen,
I can't even tell you.
There was a day I was feeling like a bum looking like a man went down the road. And you know, sometimes even the dirtiest person might call you.
Yeah.
Not us. Watch me.
They say, nah, Miss Lady. Better than that for the community. Better than that for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Wait, think. We actually third world, but come on, man.
The other thing I was studying is if I've taken my time on Instagram already, I'm going to take more time on TikTok.
That you just have to make a
conscious effort to do the right thing.
And then after a while you get fed up by it anyhow. So it's a dotishness, you take it off. That rain song and I can want to bust song. Just slightly fuller. And not really no big dramatic nothing.
We have to go and look for that.
You like it?
Yeah.
They have another one. They have one from Adele.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit more expensive. This one was just perfect. This was $20-something.
You get $20-something?
Maybe about $25 or less.
Which one do you think you can get a picture?
Yeah, I know it. It's J Lash Manga Clusters. I have a picture.
And you had a size?
And I don't think I have no sizes. That was just that one thing.
Yes, it have a.
It have a length?
Yeah, then it's an MS5.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna mix 2-3 things. I'm gonna do the lip liner by NYX Line Loud and Rebel Kind, and then this is the Elegant Shine High Shine lip gloss and the NYX Lip Lingerie XXL. So I'm gonna mix the XXL with the High Shine because I don't have the right shade of pink. It's not a baby pink. It's not a. As a matter of fact, I think that the color actually has a little bit more red in it, but let's start over. Without anything on my lip. I'll do the lip liner first. I'd buy more burgundy. Yeah. So they have a nice shade from next to.
I really like the lip thing we buy, but it's not stained by the time recess time it come up.
What?
But we buy the brown, kind of dark brown, and the.
You alone buy that, eh?
No, you and.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I alone buy it, but we buy it together.
Wow.
In wonderful world when we went the evening, night.
Remember I told you I had the white lies and the
Yeah, the ruby kisses.
Oh, you saw it? You don't, yeah. You don't spot it already. Yes, yeah, this is the white lies. Yeah, the white lies and tantalize. Did you buy this brown ant?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the.
No, I
didn't buy the brown. What color did you buy? Okay.
It was between these two shades.
Okay. Oh yes.
I buy a dark lip stick.
Yes, to be the liner.
I really love it, but it don't stay on.
The lipstick?
None, yeah. None of them.
Yes, we eating? Where's we doing?
Eating, drinking tea, or man.
So what do you really expect from a lip gloss? Unless you're eating like the Kardashians and when everything in your mouth like with your lips separated, it will come off. You have a lipstick that is last year when you eat? Wow.
And Sasha?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think there's more it.
You mix it?
I mix at the front.
Oh.
Yeah.
look almost the same to me just because you maybe have on the
No, look at it. This is more about cool tone.
Oh, is this the I put on?
This what I'll do first.
I'm gonna say okay.
Just have a more reddish.
Red, yeah.
Okay, girls, this is the finished look. What do you think? Is this makeup by Esther? Or am I making her shame? Give you a few angles. All right, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.